before we get into the breakdown of Chapter 10 of The Mandalorian Season 2, just wanted to remind everybody that there will be spoilers in this video if you have not yet watched The Mandalorian Season 2. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown. We see the Mandalorian carrying Boba's armor as well as Baby Yoda in his speeder heading back to Mos Eisley. But he does get a little sidetracked with some bounty hunters, I believe, and it appears that they are going for trying to fetch Baby Yoda, and there's one of the small ones eventually gets Baby Yoda and threatens to kill it, and so then the Djarin has a counter offer by offering his jetpack to him if he gets Baby Yoda back. All he asks if Baby Yoda stays safe. So after that, he gave Baby Yoda back. He got the jetpack, tried to get away, but then the Mandalorian threw the jetpack in the air, and that's how it started. After that, we see him have to walk back to Tatooine because of his speeder being blown up. So he goes to the cantina, the famous one that we know of, and he meets back up with Peli Motto. What she was doing was playing sabacc with Dr. Mandible, which he's a Killik, which is native to Alderaan, and so he actually told the Mandalorian that he knew, he had a contact that knew where some Mandalorians were. So since he was eager, he gave up 500 credits for the sabacc game. Motto assuring that the Djarin, that he was on a hot streak. But in the end, Motto had a Idiot's Ray, which we see that's what Lando had in Solo, as well as an episode in Star Wars Rebels. And so she won the game, which actually ended Dr. Mandible's winning streak. We learned that the mysterious Contact's husband has seen Mandalorians on the moon of Trask, but she needs to get there without going to hyperspace, because doing so will kill her eggs, which are actually the last of her species. So, what they're doing is taking it pretty slow, and we called that character Frog Lady because I guess it's a name. They didn't really have a name, but she's actually voiced by D. Bradley Baker, which, if you don't know who that is, he is the guy who plays every single clone trooper in the entire Clone Wars TV show, and it's actually played by the same person who portrayed Quill in season 1 of The Mandalorian. So we see the Mandalorian along with the Frog Lady and Baby Yoda, of course. And throughout this entire episode, Baby Yoda was trying to, he was tempted to eat those eggs, but because he didn't really know they were the last of a species. So every time he ate it kind of was really weird how he was doing that, but Baby Yoda will eat anything. So next we see the Mandalorian in space, and here we see two New Republic X-Wings pilots, one featuring Dave Filoni, which is one of the I'm sure you know who he is. He worked on all the Star Wars TV shows, and along with him and Jon Favreau with the Mandalorian. So his character is called Trapper Wolf, which is probably a reference back to Commander Wolf from the Clone Wars, as well as another pilot. I believe his name is Carson. So right here, we hear him. He doesn't have a transponder, the Mandalorian, so he's trying to find a way to get out of here without the X-wing pilots knowing what his past. But they do recognize who the Razor Crest is. And then what's really cool is hearing the Mandalorian say, "May the Force be with you," but kind of like in a question where he doesn't really know what that means, but he's heard people say that before, and it's pretty cool hearing him say that, yet not knowing what the Force really is, I guess, and that is what Baby Yoda can do besides moving objects with his mind. And you really see, I feel like the Mandalorian, he's changed a lot as the character has grown so much in this past couple episodes, since we first met him in episode 1, where he was just a ruthless Mandalorian. But now we see here that he notices that Dave Filoni and Carson, they notice that he does not have a transponder. The thing is that the New Republic apparently has an arrest warrant out for Mando because he helped break out the criminal back in season 1 episode 6, which does seem fair enough. But so they chase him down, and then he actually ends up in this sort of cave, and with the Razor Crest all beaten up. So he is trying to fix the Razor Crest to get out there, but then we see the Frog Lady, I guess, going to some sort of hot tub, which Din Djarin follows her, and then we see Baby Yoda eating this disgusting spider sort of thing. But what's interesting is that's actually a knobby white spider in Legends, which was a part of Ralph McQuarrie's drawing, as you can see here in this picture, when Luke Skywalker faces a knobby white spider. But this is Legends, so they're bringing lots of Legends content from to canon. What's pretty interesting about these spiders is that they can actually turn into trees once they get old enough, and their home world was Dagobah. If you don't know where that is, that was where Yoda actually died at, where he went out and spent those a lot of years there. It really is awesome how they're bringing lots of stuff from Legends over to canon, including this, little things as spiders, and as big things as Boba Fett surviving the Sarlacc pit from last episode. So after this, we see that the spider, it's a big spider, chasing down a bunch of them, actually, all because of what Baby Yoda ate. He didn't know, of course, but chased them all the way back to their ship, with the Frog Lady with him. And as we see in this picture, Baby Yoda is about to get bitten by one of the spiders, but at the last second, the Frog Lady shoots the spiders and a couple other spiders as well, and they get to the cockpit where they're still trying to fight him off. And then as he makes a last desperate escape to fly out with the ship, pretty broken, but then we see the big spider's back. It's not dead, and that spider looks like it's going to destroy the ship and kill all of them. But then at the last second, here comes Dave Filoni for the rescue, which is, I forgot what his, I think, not Commander Wolf, Pilot Wolf, and Carson. They saved the day by killing all the spiders from their New Republic, so I guess, and then he was going to actually arrest the Mandalorian, but then he remembered about Gavin, which we don't remember. If you don't remember who that is, he is played by Matt Lanter, which he voiced Anakin Skywalker in the Clone Wars, and he is also in season 1 episode 6 of the Mandalorian. We see how, remember when he had helped them escape and survive, tried to help Gavin. And it's pretty cool seeing him, getting a reference back to him in season 2. So that's why they let the Mandalorian go, because even though they could have arrested him, but they were being nice. They are the New Republic, so I guess they probably do know who Luke Skywalker is. So now it's kind of good that they have the Mandalorian's not really the enemies, you could say, with the New Republic. That's always a good thing, to have people on your side. And then that's kind of where it leaves off with them going to space. I believe next episode is going to be a lot more, I think we're going to be getting a lot, I don't know, this was a pretty cool episode, but I mean, it's definitely not my favorite. If I had to rank it, I would give it a 5 out of 10. I feel like we could have gotten some new characters, and wasn't really a fan of the Frog Lady, frog creature, where that was. Not really that much of a fan of her, but I mean, this is the story of the Mandalorian. It's not always gonna be introducing Boba Fett in every single show, every single episode, but still, it's the Mandalorian, and it's pretty cool. It was 42 minutes long, but it's still longer than a lot of other shows out there. But hopefully you enjoyed it as well, and I can't wait to talk about even more stuff about The Mandalorian Season 2. May the Force be with you.